Hello butterfly, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Butterfly Dreams, and today I'm very excited to share with you how I created the mini piñatas that I sent to Crafting with Liller here on YouTube for her birthday challenge. A lot of people had asked me how I created them, so here it is. They're actually very easy to make and they're so much fun. You can stick little trinkets and charms in them, or you can put candy. So, sky's the limit. And I like to think there is no limit. So, anywho, you're gonna need cardstock of some sort. I'm just using plain old 110-pound cardstock because I'm gonna put some crepe paper on top, so you're not gonna really see the cardstock. But then I'm also gonna show you a second option that you can do. Of course, you can always accommodate this to your style, to your needs. Use whatever you have on hand. Then I cut out a bunch of circles from my 2-inch Fiskars hole punch, and I think 2-inch is the best option. It's not so big, not so small. I think it's the perfect mini size to go with. I also punched out a couple of hearts from my little mini heart punch for the little cheeks. And then I have these eyelash gemstones that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. But I know different craft stores sell similar items, and also you can hand draw them, so no worries if you don't have access to those things. And of course, you might need crepe paper. If you don't have crepe paper, you can also take some craft paper and fringe it up and you'll get the same effect. Don't mind my nails. I was playing around with acrylic paint last night, and yeah, it's all over my nails. I promise. It's not dirt, it's paint. So I have my circles here, okay? And you're also gonna need to cut out one strip of cardstock that's gonna be 1 inch wide by 6 inches long, okay? And this is basically gonna serve as a circle that's gonna hold our two pieces together. All right, so what you're gonna do is basically create this circle, and you're gonna hot glue this section right here. What I do for this part is I put glue all around the circumference of this little circle thing, and you gotta work kind of fast because you want to glue it as soon as you can so that the glue doesn't dry. And you're gonna go and place it right there. See that? So you're gonna have that. Okay? Glue might seep out. You can clean it quickly and it should be okay. So you're gonna have this so far. Okay? Then you're going to, at this point, you wanna punch little holes, right? I have this really tiny punch. I don't know what size it is, so I apologize for that, but you can probably work with an awl too. You just don't want the holes to be too big, obviously. And then I do the same here. Actually, you know what? You want it to be more towards the middle. My bad. You want it to be towards the middle of the box, so halfway in. And you can just eyeball that. See, I was kind of close. You can measure it if you're a little bit more detailed. Then you're gonna find some sort of twine, embroidery floss string that you have on hand. And you're gonna cut yourself about a 5-inch long piece of string. Okay, and now I'm gonna take some tacky glue and use it to seal the ends of my string and make it a little bit pointier so that it's easier to loop through the little holes. This is going to be your pulling mechanism for your mini piñatas. I love piñatas. They're so nostalgic to me. We used to always have piñatas for our birthdays. And I used to go so crazy in attempts to destroy the piñata. Okay, so right now I'm just stringing it through the little 2 holes that we created. And you're gonna have something like this. I'm thinking these would be cute even as like decorations for a little mini tree. You can hang some string from the back and then hang it from a tree, and then maybe, you know, around Christmas have people open them. I don't know, maybe if you're hosting a party, that would be cute. Anyways, so here's the string, okay? Now you're gonna grab your little trinkets, and I just grabbed random little things from my stasharoo. So you're gonna grab little trinkets to have these little charms and things, and we're gonna put them in there. And you see, you have a pretty big surface to work with. There's ample space in there to stick more things. So then you're gonna take your other circle and you're gonna glue that. You can either glue the top or you can glue this, whatever you feel is easier for you. And then you're going to take your top and place it on as quickly as possible so that you don't miss your hot glue moment. There we go. And you have the base for your piñata. Do you see how it's coming along? At this point, you can take your crepe paper and start trimming it. I doubled it up both ways, but you can, I recommend you at least doubling it up. Hooked on Phonics worked for me. I'm having trouble speaking today. You gotta start gluing from the bottom up. So this is the bottom, and I know that because the string is there. And you go like that. Okay? And basically you're just gonna do that all the way up with the crepe paper. So for this part, you're just gonna trim the excess. And oh my gosh, I have a pet peeve with that word, excess. Every time I say it, I have to catch myself. I hear so many people on YouTube say access instead of excess. Access is like having access to something, being able to get to something, and then excess is extra. And I'm like, ugh. I mean, I know I'm not the grammar police, but those are the words. Like, there's certain words, it's like at some point we need to know. But yeah, do you guys have any pet peeve words that people say incorrectly all the time and you're like, so So you're gonna give this guy a haircut. And this is totally up to you how long you want to leave the bottom. Because you could leave these a little bit, you could leave these guys a little bit longer. So, okay. Right. I find that there's one that's lifting. Duh, it's open stuff. Oh, stuff. Okay. So basically you're going to have something that looks like that, right? And I like to lift these a little bit and gently because it gives it more of like that. You can see it better. Now I'm just fine tuning the haircut. Okay. So we're done with the base, right? It really depends on how you're going to be using this. Like for hers, I mounted it on, I believe it was a doily or something, you know, because if you're going to send this as an embellishment, you can do it like this. But if you're just going to send it off just all on its own, you might want to decorate the back. All personal preference, customizable as beep. So I'm going to leave it like this. Now we're going to give it a face. And I'm going to take my gemstones that I found at Hobby Lobby. And they already have stickiness to the back, but you can add hot glue for extra security. This one's a little wonky. See? You might want to take off this glue that it comes with altogether and just add your hot glue. You know what? I'm just gonna go add my hot glue because it's not. I just hate how hot glue can be so stringy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love hot glue, but it's like a love-hate, you know? Love-hate. Like many of my relationships. Okay. There's that. Okay. Then I like to give it life by adding little cheeks. So that's where the little hearts come in. And again, you can use hot glue, tacky glue, whatever you like. So she has one cheeky there. And then she has another one here. Lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, I forgot to mention the horn part. I have a die that creates this horn. But you can always just cut a little triangular piece similar to this and call it a day, you know? Play with what you have. Since I have this ready to go, I am going to glue it to her forehead. And there is that. I really love this die, and it was like a random die and stamp set from Michaels, I believe. But I've used it so much because I love all things unicorn, and it comes in handy for so many little crafts. So there you go. You start seeing how it's coming to life. And then because I need flowers, it's not my project if it doesn't have flowers, right? I have these little tiny, tiny flowers that I purchased at, Where did I buy these guys? I have these tiny flowers that I purchased at Michael's in a big pack, and I do like them. They're paper flowers, so you can easily just glue them with any glue and glue them on. I usually like 3. I find that 3 is a safe number. So this is the piñata. Did I not glue this on the right side? See, one side has sparkles and the other one doesn't. Kids, learn from me. No, not kids. I don't want kids on here. I'm just saying kids, adults, you know, adult kids. Yeah. Kappa. Bye. Nobody got time for you. Kappa, Copa. I don't like to say Copa because when I think of Copa, I think at the Copa, Copacabana. Me, 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 me. Is that just like a New York thing? I don't know. Anyways, there you go. You could also use like fun paper for this part, maybe glitter paper. I just find simple is best sometimes, and you know, it's gonna be destroyed anyways, but you do you, boo-boo. Let's mount her on here because she's just so cute. She needs to be mounted on my ugly crepe paper rosette. Okay. Yes, this is like what she needed, dude. Yep. There you go. That is how I make my little itty bitty piñatas. Let me show you something else real quickly. I haven't done this. We're gonna be okay. So I have these glittered pieces of cardstock. I just punched them out with the punch. Again, my piece of paper. I'm gonna create the circle action. Clean off the excess. And then we're gonna do this part. Let's put something in there because, you know what? I have a bunch of buttons in here. Let's put a bunch of buttons. I have like little buttons that go like this, that look like this. And 4 fit nicely in here. So that'd be another idea. All right. I love buttons. I think it's a great way to show your true colors. As you can see, mine were feminist based because I'm feminist AF. I want to show you that if you were to just leave it plain without the, what do you call it? Like this maybe, with just some glitter cardstock, it would still look really hella cute. Put some eyelashes on her. Okay. This one's off. Okay. It looks really cute with just glittered cardstock, and you can look through your stash and see what kind of cardstock would look cute, but I really like the glitter too. It looks so cute. And now, the moment of truth, we are going to pull them. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try this one more time because that was a complete fail. I think my mistake was to pull the box away from me as I was pulling the string. I think you would just have to hold it tightly in place and then pull the string really strongly to rip that 110-pound cardstock. So let's try this again. Yeah, that worked. And there you go, destroying it, opening the goodies inside. That's how you do it. You hold on tightly to it and you pull the string. And there you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was so much fun creating this little guy and destroying the other one. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone that you think might like making this. And tag me if you do create your own. I'd love to see your take on it. Thank you so much for watching. And as usual, remember, fly free. Bye.